I wish I had the same delusion that I did when I was 2 and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's #1, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever.
Starting on our Greek chicken. Now I have just a regular bowl. I want to just kind of preference this. I know, look, first off, I'm not Greek, okay? But I love me some Greek food. Also, I am doing this according to my goals, okay? So you do what you gotta do, baby. But this is how I do it. So these are just little gadgets. We're gonna use a little bit of a zester. I got a lemon squeezer. I got 2 lemons. And right here I have a tray of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, okay? I went through and I cut off as much of the skin as I could, and I will say this, these are the chicken thighs from Sam's Club. They shrink, all right? I got my oven preheated at 450. These are gonna be in the oven, there's the oven, for about an hour, okay? We're gonna do Greek chicken, Greek potatoes. First thing I need you to do is you're gonna get some hot water. You're gonna hear my water running in my sink because I'm gonna let that water warm up. You're gonna wanna take some chicken bouillon. This is Knorr chicken bouillon. And before we do that, I'm gonna use some Pam. Okay, now look, if you guys are really against the Pam spray, you can use avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, whatever the case may be. But I get a lot of fat in my diet from other sources, right? Avocado, peanut butter, different kinds of meats, etc. So I try to stay away from that. So I just hit my chicken with a little bit of Pam, okay? Again, if you wanted to, I know there's probably a Yaya somewhere and she's probably like, this girl just ruined our whole chicken, but I'm sorry, Yaya. I didn't mean to. So we're gonna take a bowl of like hot water, okay? Not a whole bowl. You're gonna probably need about 1/4 of a cup of water. I eyeball it. So hot water. And then we're gonna take about a tablespoon of the chicken bouillon. Now, don't snooze on this, and then you're gonna mix it. That's why you need the hot water, because it'll break down the chicken bouillon. Now, this is gonna give your chicken, and we're gonna use the same mixture for potatoes as well. So do the same thing. And we're gonna mix it. This chicken bouillon is going to really bring your flavors alive, and your chicken and your potatoes are gonna taste so freaking good. I promise. Okay, I'm gonna rinse my lemons real quick because we're gonna zest the skin. You are struggling on your weight loss journey and you are, bored of eating dry chicken breast, this is gonna help. And then you just make the recipes suitable for your needs. Again, some people are gonna like my cousin Taylor, she's like kind of a homeopathic nutritionist. She would have lost her ever-loving mind if she see me using Pam, but it's all good. So you're gonna take your lemon and you're gonna take the zest. The zest is going to really make your food taste really, really good. And it's really nice. It's a really nice meal to incorporate. It reheats like a dream. And it really does really well. You can serve it with some pita. You can do some tzatziki sauce. If you wanted, you could do some feta on top. There's some Kalamata olives. I mean, you can do it over a bed of lettuce and do like a Greek salad. The possibilities are truly endless, and it's so good. You're gonna take the juice of the lemon. I'm just gonna roll it out a little bit. All right. I use my little juicer here. I'm only gonna use the juice of 1 lemon because this one is actually given a lot. If it was like a dry one, I would have used 2. Save these rinds because I throw them into the packaging. Then we're gonna mix. Make sure you get all the skin. I'm gonna take some salt, put that in here. Don't do too much because remember, bouillon's salty. Now we got some garlic. This was really hard to open. I like a lot of garlic. We're gonna take some black pepper. Do you guys like podcasts? I've been listening to Mel Robbins lately, and I really love her. I feel really bad because I remember when she had her own show in 2020, and I thought, like, who the heck was this lady? And she was really good. And then I have this Greek seasoning. This is from McCormick. I think I got it at Sam's Club or Costco. It's really good. I'm gonna put a big old heap in there. And then you're gonna mix. That's your marinade. Okay. It's very garlicky. I think it needs a little bit more lemon. Let's add a little bit more. You could taste that marinade because it doesn't have anything raw in it, so don't be afraid. And then go from there. It doesn't need, everything else is really good. I just like for my Greek chicken to be a little lemony. That's just the way we like it in this house. You do you. You're gonna go through, stab in your chicken, okay? Don't stab all the, I have mine in an aluminum pan, so I'm being real superficial, making sure I'm not, because I don't want it to pop a hole through the bottom. And I'm probably gonna put this on a tray just in case I did. You're gonna wanna make sure you kind of poke holes in that chicken, okay? Here's your pan. I just make sure I'm scraping it, and then you're gonna add it. Keep this bowl because you're gonna use it for your next one. And then I just go through and I make sure I give them like a good toss in here. You're gonna want it. So this is gonna cook at 450 for an hour. Now, I know you're gonna be like, oh my God, they're not spaced out. They shrink, okay? They will shrink. I do this all the time. Leo's the same way. He's like, you need to give them more space. They're fine, okay? I don't go into your kitchen, Leo. Joking, we love Leo. Leo's the bam. So that's it, right? I'm just gonna hit mine with a little bit more. Season the hell out of your food. Your food should not taste bland. If you need all them sauces, you're not seasoning your food enough. Okay, Leo, if you ever have a steak from my husband and you pull out A1 before you even try his steak, he will never make you another steak in your entire life. He gets offended if you gotta put sauce on his steak. Okay, but so make sure that your food is well seasoned. I'm gonna give it a little bit more salt, and like that. Toss those rinds in there, the used ones, and that is your Greek chicken into the oven. Now we're gonna do our Greek potatoes the same exact way. Be right back. What you eat is just as important as a supplement you take, and the most important supplement for me, and if probably for you too, is a good fiber, right? And not only is this a good fiber, but this also has prebiotics. So if you have any issues with digestion, you know, going to the bathroom, bloating, all of those things, BELLWAY is here to save the day. And if you are spending all of your pennies, many of your pennies, on a good probiotic, you need a good prebiotic, because basically what a prebiotic does is make the gut, you know, better to absorb the probiotic, right? And that's where BELLWAY comes in. You guys know I've been rocking with BELLWAY for years, and a new order just came in and I wanted to share it with you. So right here I have two different fibers, and these are just a powder fiber. I love to give these to my dad. If you guys didn't know, I'm just gonna give you a quick background. My dad had a perf bowel a few years ago, so he has a large segment of his intestine missing, right? So for him, it is super vital that he takes a good fiber every day to help keep him going, just because that big chunk is missing, right? And we've tried like the store-bought ones, you know, I'm not gonna say the name, but it starts with an M, and that's a nothing for him, but actually caused him to be more bloated, right? So we were using all different options, and when I started taking BELLWAY, and I noticed such a great response. Now for me, myself, I suffer with like IBS, but with the C instead of the D. So having a good fiber for me, especially with my eating, has been so important, because I can tell you, I feel it right away. If I skip my BELLWAY for a day or even two, it messes with my gut and my stomach is angry, and I notice a difference. I notice I'm not going to the bathroom. I notice I'm bloated. I just notice a huge difference right away. So I like their gummies. Now, I have issues with like gummies for whatever reason, but for whatever reason with the BELLWAY gummies, I do not. So this is the BELLWAY gummy. Now, what I like about these gummies is they are 100% vegan. There is no sugar. Okay, there is no sugar. You know, if you ever have like the kids and they have like their gummy vitamins, they are loaded with sugar. They're actually pretty bad for you. Because of all the sugar in them, it kind of takes away the purpose of them being beneficial without the sugar, right? This isn't like that. They have absolutely no sugar. They're USDA approved organic and 100% vegan. These are the raspberry lemon. They're so good. Honestly, you can eat these like candy. They're that good. Now, it tells you that the prebiotic fiber is good for your gut. It helps remove unwanted waste, keeps you more regular, it relieves occasional constipation. These have non-GMO, they're gluten-free, they're plant-based, lab-tested, zero sugar. Now, I know a lot of people are considerate of what is in the ingredients, and I am happy to inform you these are made with organic chicory root, organic agave, water, organic and natural flavors. So, and these are all plant-based and vegetable-based. It's really, really good. I have a discount code, so I can leave it down below, but you can also find these in your big box retailers like Target. So you can definitely find them there. And now if you wanted to do their super fiber plus fruit, these are really good. They have raspberry lemon and mixed berry. My dad likes the raspberry lemon the best. They also have one that used to have, that has, hyaluronic acid, like a beauty one. I really love that one too. These are the fruit ones. Now they also do the same as the gummy, but these are in the powder form. Some people don't like gummies for the reason, like I said, I don't have any issues with the gummies, but if you did, you know, some people prefer to take the powder form. I can back these fiber, this one with the fruit is so good. There's even chunks of fruit in it, which is so yummy. They taste good. They're not gritty or grainy. It tastes like water, like, you know how they have like the fruit flavored water? Same thing, tastes just like that. Again, we are looking at less bloating, no sugar. Now, I give these ones to my dad, and I think I'm gonna hand these over to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law because I've been like screaming their praise forever. And he's been taking that other one, but he gets the one from Costco, and I was like, And he says like, oh yeah, I do get bloated, but I feel like it's supposed to do that. And I was like, no, it's not supposed to do that. So I told him I was going to give him one of these. So I'm going to give him this mixed berry, but again, no sugar. So if you were somebody who wanted to have this and was considerate about your sugar, like maybe if you're doing keto, or maybe if you are a diabetic or somebody just mindful of their sugar intake, this is really good. This is why my dad's also a type 2 diabetic, and he's in really good shape. My dad is in super good shape. He has a damaged pancreas from pancreatitis years ago, so this is one of the things that just happens, but he still has to watch his sugar because he has to watch his A1C, so he doesn't have to worry about getting, you know, a bunch of sugar and filler with his fiber. Your fiber should be beneficial and not have a bunch of junk filler in it, and that's why I love BELLWAY, and I love giving this to him because I feel really confident. I don't have to worry about his A1C jumping up in a few months. I don't have to worry about his sugar spiking, and it works effectively for him, and we don't have any worries of anything backing up, because if he does get backed up, then we have to go back and see his GI doctor. And some of the stuff they give him to clear it up is super hard on his stomach, and we don't like that either. So this, he's able to have this every day. My dad is a field mechanic, and he's able to go to work and not have to worry about, you know, making sure that he has somewhere to go to the bathroom, and he also feels really good. And I can say the same thing for their gummies. I've tried all of their fibers for years, so if you're somebody who struggles with occasional constipation, bloating, having just like that bloated, puffy gut feeling, and you want that extra fiber, you know, fiber does help keep you fuller longer. Again, removing unwanted waste, healthy blood sugar levels. It's good for your heart health and lowers cholesterol and helps with weight management. Fiber does help keep you a little bit fuller. For me, I never noticed a difference, but other people, they say they swear by fiber making them stay fuller. If that's you, I'm very happy for you. I wish I would have the same thing, but it definitely helps have like not, you know, running to the bathroom, but good habits in the bathroom, if you know what I'm saying. Again, keeps you fuller, keeps your stomach less bloated. I love that I don't have a big, bloated gut after certain meals or anything like that. This is just first time in the morning. I take it on an empty stomach, kick it back. I just have my gummies, but if you want to drink it, I just chew these in the morning when I take like my allergy medicine and stuff like that first thing, and I'm good the whole day. I'm not, like I said, no stomach dissension, no running to the bathroom, no binded, anything like that. Feel really good. And I've been taking this on my whole journey. So especially if you are real considerate of, like I said, with the prebiotics, and you're taking a probiotic, stop wasting your money, because you really need a good prebiotic to help those probiotics do their thing. So your favorite probiotic with BELLWAY, baby, your stomach will be thanking you, okay? Your belly will look flat for the summer. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna leave a link down below. It is an affiliate link, just so you guys know, but it's the thing. It's a vibe. I definitely recommend. So definitely check them out. You will not be disappointed. Now we have our potatoes. Now look at how good they look, right? I did just cut them up, wash them, and these were like the little like finger potatoes or something like that. They were on sale at my local grocer. I just cut them into like 4s, and I just have them in a pan. I don't have any more foil pans, so you guys know how much I hate dishes too, so I'm pretty bummed. Same broth, same vibes, everything is the same. Ooh, that one's just good by itself. No adding. I will add some more seasoning, but broth and everything. Now with these potatoes and this broth, ooh. So initially when I made this broth, I actually seen somebody do it like this on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. And she added the chicken broth, and she was like, don't worry, the potatoes are gonna absorb it. And from that moment on, I was like, I need to make some Greek potatoes. So thank you to that lady who made it. I don't know who it was, but I do want to give credit to somebody, but I don't know who it is. Throw my potato wedges in here, or my lemon. Oh, shit. Whoopsie. So I'm listening to this podcast by Mel Robbins, right? I really like her. I didn't realize she swore as much. I was like, girl, you like sentence brighteners too. You guys get so mad that I swear all the time, but Mel Robbins does too. So I feel like she's really successful, and I can be too. But she's talking about people who are chronic, like how to have the best morning, right? And something about brain inertia. And if you hit the snooze button on the alarm clock, your brain goes into brain inertia. Basically, it's like sleep mode for like 4 hours. So don't hit the snooze button. Get up. Anyways, this is our potatoes. Look at how good they look. Those are gonna go into the same oven with the Greek chicken for an hour, or until they're soft. And then towards the end, I go through and I kind of stir everything. Same thing with the chicken, I'll flip it just to make sure it's absorbing all the liquid. We're at the stove top, and I have everything cut up, and we're gonna do chicken fajitas. I feel like for some chicken fajitas this week. So we have some cut up red onion, and I have some cut up bell pepper, and then I cut up a bunch of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I have a pan, frying pan, skillet, I don't know, whatever. Might be a little small, I'm not gonna lie. Might have to do these in batches, but that's okay. And the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to saute up these onions. I don't know, how do you guys cut onions so it doesn't burn your eyes? Because, whoo, these red onions lately have been spicy. Now, how I'm going to make these is pretty similar to how I cook a lot of my stuff. And you already know, we love the sazon over here, baby. What I'm going to do is I like to kind of hit these with a little bit of salt, help render them down. And once they kind of thin down, I'm going to add my chicken. I'm like munching on an apple, but here are the onions. You can see they're starting to brown down. I'm gonna add my chicken cut up. I'm gonna start off little by little. I just don't wanna bombard the pan. We missed out on solar glasses, so we had to go to Harbor Freight and get welding glasses. Yeah, we're Oppenheimer in it today. All right, let's let this cook down a little bit. Let me see what the dilemma is over here with the glasses. I'll be right back. Welding glasses update. I got the wrong ones. I guess I thought it was 4 and it was level 14. Luckily we figured that out before we looked at the solar eclipse. Because tomorrow I would have been filing for disability. Me and Maria. But you know what? What's crazy though is people like bought, this is what people do, and this is why I have no faith in humanity sometimes. Somebody went and like bought boxes of those solar glass. It's not somebody, a lot of people did it, because I keep seeing them on like our neighborhood page, and they were 99 cents. Now they're $3 a pair. They're price gouging. People are crazy. Anyways, this is cooked down a little bit. Before I add in the bell peppers, we're gonna use, this is like, I use this as a substitute for like taco seasoning. It's really good, and it doesn't have all like the other stuff in there, all the additive like filler stuff. I like it, it's really good. It does have MSG, it never bothered me. It is what it is. I'm also going to add in some Knorr chicken bouillon. Same one. I always use this stuff. So you guys don't use Knorr, I don't know how you're cooking. Knorr needs to sponsor me. The best. I use 6 packs of the Sazon. They're real little packs. That's what the chicken looks like now. It does give it like that orange color. Doesn't bother me. We're gonna use a little bit of Knorr chicken bouillon, about a tablespoon, and then I'm going to just kind of sprinkle it all over. And then after I do that, I'm gonna add in the bell pepper. Now don't forget, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Be careful though, you don't wanna make your food too salty. If it does taste a little salty, just add water to your chicken. As you can see already, the chicken is already shrinking, okay? So that's another reason why we add everything slow. This water down here, it's gonna absorb into the chicken as well. And then this is where we start adding in all of the peppers. I know people do like fajitas in the oven and bake them. I've tried that before, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like the only thing that does is just make everything dry. I like stuff to have like a little sauce, you know, like I like things to be moist, like my meat. I like it, I don't want anything dry, okay? I just can't. That's why I don't really eat chicken breast, because that's just dry. So just kind of mix it in. Once these start to cook, they'll shrink and it'll be more in the pan, so don't worry. Just leave your burner on like medium low and just let it simmer. And then once it's done, then you try it, and if you have to add more seasoning, you could always do that. So I'm probably just gonna throw some foil over the top of this so it'll kind of steam and cook down. I just have to foil the top of this pan because I don't have a lid that's big enough. But really easy. And then we have about 20 minutes left on our chicken and potatoes. We'll look in the oven and see how those look. Here are the potatoes. So remember I told you we're just gonna go through and we're gonna stir them. Make sure they're getting nice and coated. These might take a little bit longer. You know, potatoes take a little bit longer to cook, and I'm okay with that. Low and slow. It's just the oven rolling. You know, everything smells, it just smells up the house so nicely, so however long it needs, I'm for it. Seasoning, you can see, right? You could smell it, you can see it, you could taste it. Let me see. Chicken is out. The one thing about, look at this, you see all this juice? You do not, when you put your chicken in the pan, you do not get rid of this juice. You're gonna wanna put this, leave that chicken in there, because even when it's sitting in there dry, it's still gonna have all the flavor. This chicken is actually done. Like, look at that piece of chicken. Seasoned, has a nice thing, and when I tell you, it just breaks apart. You just pull it apart. Absolutely delicious, and it's juicy. All right, this is done. I'm gonna let this cool. I let it cool inside the juices. Now, if you wanted to, you could even do like a risotto, like a Greek risotto, or even like a Greek orzo, and do like the Greek orzo. Oh, I used to make a Greek orzo like pasta salad. It was really good. If you guys want to see a video on that, I could probably do one for the summer. But absolutely phenomenal. It's gonna, my favorite. The whole house smells so good. So I'm just gonna put that off, let that cool. I have that on a cutting board. You can see all this liquid in here too, because the Bell peppers do give off some water. It tastes really good. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken, watch it Benny. I'm gonna add in a little bit more chicken bouillon, just to give it a little bit more flavor. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in some garlic powder and a little bit of salt and pepper. Black pepper, and then salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna stir that, and I'm gonna turn it down so the juices can kind of thicken a little bit. If you wanted to thicken it up, you could always add in a little like thickening agent, whatever you had. Like that xanthan gum would be a good option if you wanted your broth to be a little bit thicker, but I find that it thickens as it sits, so that's why I don't do it. But if you wanted to, you do you, boo. However you guys like it. Now I'm gonna serve these with corn tortillas. If you want to do those low carb tortillas, if you want to throw those over, you could do like a burrito, you could do a burrito bowl, you could do whatever you want. I feel like once you kind of figure out what you want to do, we're big taco people here, so we have lots of tortillas. We like tacos, so it's really easy for us to kind of throw together. All right, now I'm gonna turn this down and let it thicken, but this is almost done. We're gonna start on our rice. I've made this rice probably 100 times on here, but I'm making it today, so I'm gonna show you. We make it so much because we like it. Maybe you won't, I don't know, it's up to you. But this is Thai jasmine rice. This is 2 cups of rinsed. If you're not rinsing your rice, I don't know what to tell you, but you should, okay? I'm gonna put that in our pan here. 2 cups of rinsed Thai jasmine rice. And then you are going to take 4 cups of water. Now, I'm gonna tell you how I do it, okay? This is a loose interpretation of like a Spanish rice, so we're doing it low calorie. I'm trying not to add in the sofrito. I don't do any sofrito on my rice for like during the week for like prep. If I was making it for like a party or something, I would add sofrito and I would add bondoles and I would add bacon and all this other stuff. But this is just a plain rice with some flavor, if you will. So same thing I seasoned my chicken or my chicken fajitas with is sazon. Sazon is a staple seasoning in my home. You know, if you don't like it, then you're probably never gonna like anything I cook, to be honest. But I don't feel like I feel like how could you not like it? I take about 6 packs. Again, I haven't never had any issues with bloating or water retention. I drink a ton of water. If you're bloating, you probably need more water in your life. I also, you know, don't really over salt my food. You know, once my food is cooked, I warm it up and I don't ever have to add like salt or anything to it. And so I add 6 packets of sazon, and I add in about 1 tablespoon of Knorr chicken bouillon. Again, Knorr, where you at? And then you mix, and you're gonna wanna get this to a rolling boil. Rice is probably the simplest thing to make, but it took me forever to figure it out because you know why? I kept thinking it needed to be more work than what it was. But let it come to a boil, the Knorr will break down, just keep stirring it, and I'll be back. The last thing I'm going to cook, so we still have the rice going, I moved it over this way. We're just waiting for it to come to a boil. I'll show you. It takes a little bit. I like to let the rice boil for a few minutes because it starts to, I like for the rice to get thick before I put the lid on it. I just wiped down my counters. Hold on. I clean as I go. If you're prepping, cleaning as you go is imperative. So anyways, I put some nonstick spray on my pan, and I have 2 pieces of salmon. And I'm gonna put them down. Ugh, it has skin on it. I don't eat the skin. Actually, yeah. Ugh, God, I hate touching raw fish. Ugh, hold on, I gotta wash my hands. I am going to take some salt, garlic, pepper, now I want to warn you, I am a lemony person. I like a lot of lemon. If lemon isn't your thing, you're probably not going to like how I cook, but I'm just warning you. I am going to take the zest of the lemon, like I did for the chicken. I'm gonna take the zest. I don't eat the skin of the salmon. I peel it off after it's been cooked. But I like to keep it on while I'm cooking it because I think it gives it a really nice flavor, and it just comes right off after you peel it. My sister and her boyfriend eat the skin. I know a lot of people do because of the nutrients in it, just not my vibe. I'm learning to like, you know, like seafood at this point, and salmon and tilapia are the two only fish that I like currently, and I don't want to mess with that. Okay, so let's turn this down a little bit. So we got that. I'm gonna take the juice of a lemon, or the half of a lemon, put that on there. Okay. Now, this is my favorite herb to add to this. It's dill. Now, I don't know if you are a dill person, but I love dill. I just bought this yesterday and it already looks raggedy. So I just take the sprigs and kind of just put them over it. And then what I'm gonna do, boom, just like that, and let it cook down. I have this on medium-low, okay? And then just let it do its thing. Rice is starting to bubble. Now you want it to get to a rolling bubble. Once it does that, you can see it's already starting, the rice has already absorbed the color. It's the water starting to thicken. Once it gets to a rolling bubble, turn it down to low, put the lid on. You need a lid that has a good lid, right? You want a good seal. Put it on low for 15 minutes. Do not take the lid off. After 15 minutes, turn off the burner and leave it on for 15 more minutes. Do not touch the lid until it is completely done for a half an hour. After you put this on, 15 minutes on a low. After those 15 minutes, turn off the burner and leave it for another 15 minutes. Do not touch the lid, and then your rice will be done. And then I flipped it over. You see it's got a little crispiness. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more lemon. Don't worry about the seeds. You just knock those off. Yes. We're gonna share these. Let me just grab a piece of chicken here. Look at this chicken. Perfect. Everything looks so good. Greek potatoes. Greek potatoes look fire. Greek chicken, even better. I think that's what I'm gonna leave out for dinner because the kids will be home in about an hour. So I'm gonna leave this out for dinner. We can have that. Chicken fajitas and rice we'll probably have tomorrow as a family dinner. Yeah, so just to kind of show you guys how the skin comes off, literally, you just pick it off like that. I just leave it in the pan right now because you see how it has that like darker fillet right there? That's the good stuff. That's the stuff you want to eat. That has like that little extra fat. It's very, very good. So I'm actually just going to put mine into our container. This one, the skin came off by itself. I don't know if you guys can tell how dark it got in the house, but eclipse is now happening right over us. So anyways, this is that rice, and I want to show you guys. Look at how fluffy and light it is. It's very, very good. It reheats like a dream. This usually will last me about 4 or 5 days, depending. Leo loves it. The kids love it. Rhea's friends love it. It's a hit all around. So we have Spanish rice, we have fajitas, I have salmon. Leo will eat some of it sometimes, but the kids will not touch it. Greek chicken, and then we have Greek potatoes. Now, when the salmon runs out, I have that roast, that lean roast that Leo got us from Sam's Club. I'll cut that up and I'm gonna make tacos with that throughout the week. But for the first half, we're gonna get through all of this. I've been prepping since my family has been kind of enjoying prep as well. My family's always enjoyed prep, but a couple members in this house are really enjoying having the food ready, and they enjoy having everything all prepped out. So kind of asked them what they wanted, and this is kind of what they wanted on the menu. And then it doesn't last as long since everybody's eating it now, not just me, but I'm okay with that. Everybody's doing really well with their wellness goals, so as long as I can maintain this, and then I'll make another batch. It didn't take me long. It took me about 2 hours, but if you think about 2 hours out of my day right now, and we could eat for 3 or 4 days. And then I can, usually when I preheat this for like dinner, I throw it back in a pan and just warm it up that way, and then warm up some tortillas on the stove top. Same thing with the rice. I just wet a paper towel and throw it over it so it doesn't get crunchy, but it never has. Really, really simple. So hopefully you guys find a little bit of dinner motivation. Rhea and her friend just came over right now. They're doing their steps right now. And I served him some of the potatoes. The potatoes aren't going to last long. I'm probably going to make another batch in a few days, but they came out really, really good and he loved them. So just even if, and he's not following anything we are, and he's like, these are absolutely delicious. This tastes like a restaurant. And I was like, yes. So if you guys like these recipes, give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you guys want to see me make anything else. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was 2 and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could.